Hi, this video is about 42 Robots AI. I thought I'd shoot a quick video about like what are we all about, what are we working on, and where do we think things are going. And I'm just going to cover that real quick in this video. So what are we all about? This is a little bit of a joke and a reference to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. But at the same time, it's said a little bit with like, yeah, AI is going to help in a lot of ways. So in a sense, I do think that this is actually somewhat accurate in a lot of ways. Just the capability of AI to transform so many parts of human existence is very, very high. But it's obviously not the answer to everything, literally. I don't mean it literally, but we see a lot of opportunities for AI to create practical solutions for people, and so our core mission is to create practical and useful tools with AI that help humans. We're actively creating, what we think are, solving some real world problems. But then there's kind of like a two-part, I don't want to call it necessarily a side mission because it's still very important. We need to succeed in this first mission in order to be able to work on this kind of next two missions or goals or objectives. And in order to kind of essentially fund this, we need a functioning business. But I see there also being some huge downsides to AI that need to be worked on, and especially because there are some people who will be displaced, but there's also some just some misinformation issues that will come about, and various other with any new technology there's bad things that come with it, even if it is overall good. And so working to improve that situation is a huge goal of 42 Robots. So specifically, reduce the negative side effects. I'm not sure exactly what this will look like, but for example, an idea is helping people learn new skills, the people that are going to be most affected by AI. Having an organization or paying or giving to an organization or supporting that in a variety of different ways is going to be important to us. We also want to give back to society, and actually this one I'm really excited about this one, and I hope we can really fund this well, which is to try to pick like a really big problem that doesn't necessarily have like a monetary value to it, but that really can help people's lives. For example, curing a disease, like a genetic disease. There's a specific one that I had in mind. What's it called? Muscular dystrophy. Very, very difficult. There's a lot of issues, but also it's a really horrible disease that creates a very poor life experience for kids, basically, and that don't get to live up to really be that old of an adult, if they even can get to adulthood. So this is an example of something. We haven't necessarily picked it yet, but it's probably at the top of our list. Trying to participate in that. I know people are working on that, but trying to maybe go about it in some of our own unique ways, or maybe even setting up creating an AI model just for that, just to try to cure that disease, or AI models. Really we want AI to be a force for good and being helpful and in the world. So helpful and good. And so that's kind of our missions, maybe plural. Everything does kind of depend on creating practical and useful tools that help humans, because it's going to be hard for us to do these other things if we're unable to accomplish this. Because it is a nonprofit. It is not we are not working a nonprofit. I'm not really sure how to build that structure. Okay, so what is our current work right now? We have HyperPrompts as our first product. Should be coming out very soon. Scheduled release, it's May. We're just a slight behind schedule. It should be out. Like, it's basically done. We're just kind of shipping things and putting things in place, and then it'll be out soon. And then we're going to create a use case specific or niche specific. It's kind of hard to exactly put between those two. A narrow AI a large language model that we are building, an actual AI model that is very targeted. This is very ambitious, but that's kind of in the narrow. I hate to call it weak, but some people call it weak. I don't think it'll be weak. I think it'll be incredibly powerful. But also, narrowing it down to not just like, oh, this is going to be a model for everything that can do everything, almost everything, information or digital, like the goal of OpenAI is with their GPT models. And then, cure one major disease with AI. This is really like the first place we go here, I think, to give back to society. And this is because AI's ability to analyze massive data sets and create new ideas on how to work with those data sets is very, very strong. And the AI is already being used heavily in the medical field. And I think this is a really great goal for the company to set. To let's not necessarily, we don't even have to cure it ourselves, but just to participate and help and support and make the effort to really try to solve not like everything, but a very specific disease, and really narrow in on it and stay focused on it for months or years or decades, if that's how long it takes, to really, really get it. And finally be like, all right, cool. People who have muscular dystrophy anymore, you're good, or at least you're way, way better off than you were before. And so if you're curious about the team right now, there's Gretchen, who is market research and general team support. Toshida is our senior full stack developer, Ruby on Rails. She's the primary one working on hyperprompts. And then we have 2 machine learning engineers, a junior and a senior one, both awesome guys, who are working on project 2 right now. And then there's me. That's David Hood. I'm El Presidente. That sounded more fun than CEO or the president or whatever. I envision an El Presidente having fun, because we do like to have fun. It is important, I think, to have a good quality experience for us as well, as in our lives. And there's a little bit more detail about me and kind of what we're trying to do here. And then I'll end it with robots rule and humans rule. So if you have any questions or comments or thoughts, please feel free to, put a comment in here or reach out to me and like this video. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.